Hello, I welcome you from Medkara Studios. This is Air Marshal Sanjeev Kapoor. I am bringing you the next video on the common debate that is going on whether we should manufacture aircraft in India. Should we import the aeroplane? Should we take a middle path that is import some and manufacture here? Should we get transfer of technology from abroad? These kind of questions keep coming up. So I'll just make an endeavor in the next few minutes to put across simply how things are today, what are the options available to India, and how the things will unfold in the coming years. You are all aware that LCA project has got delayed. The Kaveri engine, which was supposed to be fitted in the LCA, could not be completed on time, and we went in for GE 404 and G414 engines for the other variants of LCA from the United States. The United States put down its production line after 2016 as India had not placed confirmed orders. And now, when the HAL and the Indian government pressurized the American government and the GE, the production has begun. Only one engine out of the 90 promised was delivered finally last month in March 2025. The assurances about 10 to 12 engines would be given in the coming year, and hence the production line will start to begin for the 90 odd aircrafts which the IAF demanded. Parallelly, the fifth generation fighter of the Indian Air Force, made by HAL, is called AMCA, Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, and that is also under production at the same time. Both LCA Mark II and AMCA would be fitted with GE 414 engine, which is the better version of GE's 404 engine. Now, the aircraft manufacturing, like you all would be aware, is extremely complex. The money involved in designing and manufacturing an aircraft engine is phenomenal. You need huge amount of resources, test beds, facilities, labs, metallurgic setups, lathes, 3D printers, and so many designers and developers just to design the prototype. After that, it is fitted with all the sensors, radars, variants. It has to have an ejection seat, it has to have hydraulics, pneumatics, and other pressurization systems which go along with the normal aeroplane. Of course, the airframe has to be lighter, so it needs composite material. It's a huge, complex thing to design and manufacture, especially a fighter aircraft. So India has made a good progress, and as you would all be aware that only four countries in the world are today manufacturing aircraft engines, and India wants to be the fifth one. The Chinese have made a huge progress by reverse engineering, and they have exhibited the sixth generation fighter. And the Americans have also now openly shown to the world their proposal to make the sixth generation fighters. And here in India, we have imported Rafales, which is 4.5 gen, both for the Air Force. And shortly this month, we'll be signing contract for 26 more Rafale M's, which I have covered in my previous video about which will join Indian Navy by 2029. Now, making is the only option in India because we have seen in Israel Hamas war, all the weapons used are manufactured and modified in Israel only. It is only the airframes which the Israelis have got from the Americans. But on the other hand, if you see Russians, the Russians are manufacturing everything in their own country, everything. R&D to production to, so that's why they've been able to sustain the war, which is over 1100 days now. This war is already going on with Ukraine for 1100 days, and the Russians are churning out their own weapons and supplies, and that is the way for us to go. The wars are going to be long, and we were trained and brought up for short and swift war, but both Israel Hamas and Russia Ukraine war has told us that the wars are going to be prolonged. So as a nation, India, we have to manufacture things here all about aeroplanes and associated weapons here. Now, there is a huge gap. There is a huge gap because our quant strength has depleted and we need to. So, the suggestion, which the proposal, which a lot of people, the think tanks and like-minded people have put across to the government is that 114 aeroplanes which we are likely to manufacture should be based on C295 model, where we get a few in the flyaway conditions and rest we assemble and manufacture here. This will bring in our own ecosystem, the SMEs and all, to bring up their creation of these assets in areas around the manufacturing hub. It will give employment and opportunity to large number of people. And the way ahead is only manufacturing in our own country. So we are moving in this direction. We have already floated a lot of tenders in this regard. And I'm hopeful the Kaveri engine, which was originally designed and could not meet the expectations, is also likely to come up. Once our own engine comes up in next 2 to 3 years, the equation will change. The Navy, which is wanting this own twin engine deck based fighter, is called TEDBF project, that will also have Indian manufactured engines. The naval version of LCA also could be looked at with certain modifications which didn't pass the work. And of course, Indian squad strength with the 114 MRFAs and the off-the-shelf production purchase, will help in a big way to meet the shortfall. The threat from our northern neighbors is increasing. The collusion between the western neighbor and northern neighbor is increasing. So Indian Air Force has to take large strides in making good the shortfall. I will continue speaking on these topics in the coming days. This and much more. Keep following me for more. Jai Hind and good day.